time for an update. We're at the water tower and I've just finished laying down some gravel and putting down that plastic pallet thingy. I still have to put diagonals on the tower part, but I might stand it up in there beforehand, and I need to drill more holes because when it rains I don't want the 4x4s to sit in water. The IBS tote, I think that's called, or IBC tote, needs cleaning with bleach and some water and a bit of garden hose. We'll see what happens with that. And then I'd like to paint it. Apparently you're supposed to paint it black to not let the light in so that you don't have algae. But that means I have to remove those 2 metal bars on the top before I can slide it out. But hey, it's doable. So off we go. Nothing happening over here except for the garlic is up and a lot of stuff is planted and the mulch is in, and that's wonderful. We're going to head to the greenhouse. Cats are hanging out. Here's all my plants I bought. I've already planted a few, as I told you. And these are the rest. They're already acclimatized, so I wasn't going to bring them in the greenhouse, and I have no room. So this is the mother bed, as I like to call it. And it's all clean and ready to welcome spring and summer. And the garden shed bed doesn't seem to need much weeding, so that's a good thing. The fronts here are doing well. I dug up the ditch lilies because they were starting to take over, and more are still coming up, so that's going to be a constant battle until they give up, because I won't. This is where I planted the little peony. Peach colored. That's going to be lovely. Lupins are up. I have some tulips. Isn't that nice? On the sides I've got my other daylilies that aren't so invasive. More lupins mainly. Bit of Shasta daisy, Shasta daisy, Shasta daisy, Shasta daisy, and a ditch lily at the back, which hopefully isn't going to invade up to the front. So that's the stuff that's all nice and clean. Now let's go inside and take a look at the seedlings. Although it's raining right now, it's quite warm. Boots, socks. So this is it. It's full. And I've actually cleaned it up a lot this morning. There's literally nowhere I can plant or lay anything right now. This is all the stuff. So over here, beans, squashes are all sprouted and starting to do their second leaves, and some are starting to think about thirds. This is a bunch of perennials that I overwintered outside to see if they would sprout, and unless those are weeds, those could be Bautista over here. And this is what I got for zinnias, but I've already dug up a whole bunch of them and transplanted into bigger cells for each of them. And then a bunch of morning glories over here. These are blackberries, and they're starting to come up. Those are seeds I got from the grocery store. This is, I forget, it's a type of sedum. I usually put it in Herman's head for his hair, but if it doesn't get any bushier, I'll just buy something nice. I haven't bought anything in a while. And this is Obrietta in the little pot here. These are the spider plants that I want to put in the front window box, and hoping they'll get nice and big quickly. Here's my Bright Lights Cosmos, and of course my little Laughing Buddhas, seeds from the plants from last year. I think this might be goat beard, I don't know. This is all the tomatoes, and Scarlet Runner Bean and Melissa, or Lemon Balm. And my lovely osteospermum that I bought, just check out that color. Isn't that stunning? And there's another spider plant that I want to put in the window. In here I have birch trees. Suspected birch trees. Pretty sure they are. And this is a chrysanthemum bright eye. That's those daisies with like oxeye daisy, I think they're called. They have like rings around them in different colors. So that's going to be fun. I have no idea where I'm going to put anything, but c'est la vie. And this is my pink bachelor buttons. Hopefully they're all pink because I collected them from pink flowers, and I'm hoping that the bees didn't stray too far for pollinating. These are the zinnias that I transplanted. And some sweet peas at the back. These are all my lupins. Down below are my, I just took cuttings of the dogwood that I got. That's Mongolian sunflowers. I just planted 2 today. I got rid of a lot of containers that nothing has been sprouting for like 2 months. Those are all peppers. These are all gladiolas. I got to get out there and get those in the ground too. It's not exactly, I guess it is okay to plant them now. They're okay in the UK and they get snow and stuff. So they'll be going out. Then I got some wisteria stems that had started to root. And one I transplanted. I'll show that to you in a bit. Somehow I got carrots growing down there. So I thought I'd leave them and see what happens. These are my Mexican sunflowers. And this is a heuchera, or coral bells, that I divided, and it didn't do very well in the mother bed, so I gave her a pot, and nobody's interfering with its growth now. It seems to be catching up good. And then these other pots, there's a dahlia there that hasn't come up yet, and I put some firecrackers and calendula seeds in these 2 blue pots. And I forget what's in that pot, but after weeding it, there's nothing else. So maybe I'll put my osteospermum in there with some vines or something. So, pardon the blurriness. So at the back here, this is where I keep my water stuff. I have cuttings of the new coleus that I just bought. Some seeds that are soaking in water for till tomorrow. That's my hyacinth, my water hyacinth for the pond. And these are all basket willow cuttings that I've rooted. And this is the wisteria that I'm going to try and bonsai because I grabbed the one that's actually growing. How cool is that? And then in here I have coleus, some little coleuses. Can you see them? Coleuses. Then in the mini greenhouse I have, that is my lantana? I forget what that's called. Anyway, I took a cutting from somewhere and it survived the winter, and we now have a new one, and I just took a cutting from it and started it. So these are all just late bloomers. They're mostly I got morning. Oh, is that pawpaws? No, I'm waiting for pawpaw seeds to come up. That's gonna be so exciting. Pepper's not coming up here, but that's okay. I got so many more, and I've got a bunch of sunflowers up there. And then we come down here. This is my birch nursery. And beyond that, it's probably going to get dumped. I forget what's in it. Calendula, possibly. And this too is going to get dumped. It's tall yellow marigolds that I collected from the marina. So. And, oh, my corn. Check out my corn. These are 2 more containers that I started some seeds in. These are great because they're like semi-transparent. You can write on them and then just clean it off with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and prop them up when it gets too hot. So I got Gaillardia and birch. This is my basket of seeds that I have to plant soon. And this is my corn. I haven't grown corn in eons. And then down here is some stuff I bought, the coleus and the lime impamia. And same over there, more of the same. And then in between, those are sunflowers. And I believe they are the, what does it say? Mongolian. Well, those are the big ones, the giants. That's great. And I have a few of the other ones, the sun gold. So that's pretty much it. Oh, let's go into the garden room. Don't look at the weeds. So I moved my pots to put them here because there was a little dead spot. And I got catnip in there for the kitties. And oh look, I have daffodils. So I got a little bit of spring stuff happening here. And then this is going to be my tea room. I have to repaint the sign. It is barely legible. And the wisteria was pruned last winter, and it should come, and I'll be training it to go over these boards now. But I've got to paint this. I want to paint it white because you are right. It'll look great. Because look at the frame is white in here. The gutter's white. These two thingies are white. And even the garden shed has a white frame, and the white frame up there. So why not, eh? And I also want to replace that broken piece of wood here and paint it white too. So there. That's the end of this tour. Stay tuned for even better ones.